What's up, guys? It's your boys coming at you again with another Madden tip. Gonna give a reminder every single time I post a video for the next week or so don't get too annoyed at me. Um, I will be posting defensive tips in about a week, guys. So I know you guys are thirsty for those defensive tips. I do have some really good ones, and they'll be here around the beginning of 2017. So be patient, and I will post those soon. So with that being said, let's get into the play. New Orleans Saints playbook, strong close. I love this formation. I don't really use it in the Saints often. I actually have one play. It's like kind of a double angled post play that I use all the time. I don't really use many out of this playbook, but I will now. I found one earlier, and it does a great job at really exposing any defense and really finding out what they're in, especially if they don't base align. It's just easy pickings. So personnel, put your second best tight end here. He's got to have good hands. You don't want to get frustrated with drops from this guy because we do throw to him sometimes. So just make sure this guy right here, your fullback, does have good hands, or at least serviceable hands. Everybody else does not matter too much. And the play is inside post. Beautiful play. So A on a slant, RB on an out. So this is the important part. So what we're going to do here is we're going to motion RB to the outside, and that's going to tell us a lot about what coverage it is. So if I motion and Revis kind of follows him over, you know it's probably zone. Now, don't quote me. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes the defense can try to trick you. But most of the time, if Revis follows, it will be zone. So this guy went all the way over. I think it's man coverage. Now, there's a good chance. Well, not a good chance. There is a slight chance, probably 1 in 10 chance, that is zone. But what we're going to do, we have two man beater, actually three. Slant beats man, X beats man, and also B beats man. So B is your quick man beater. So we're going to look at him first. If we can tell it's zone coverage, we're not going to even look at him anymore. We're going to look at A and X. Those are your zone beater combo. So it's zone. You got your angled post. I looked off B immediately. They did a good job of tricking me. So A on a slant, RB on the out, motion him out. Nobody followed. That means it's man coverage. I know it's man coverage. He came over late. Now, when you're playing online, the chances of them playing man coverage is so low, especially when you motion out. Good players are going to like change the hell out of their defense. They're going to go to zone, some kind of zone. A lot of clever players, actually, once you motion somebody out, they'll actually just audible and change their look automatically. And what that'll mean is you're just gonna have to read like you'd read a normal play. So you can't go off your pre-snap reads. You're just gonna have to read like A first and then X. That's usually what I do when they change their defense. So it could be man coverage, but it's zone again. As I say most of the time, it's already happened twice. Motion out. I think it's man coverage. Look at B. There's your man beater. Your quick one. So if they're doing some kind of crazy man blitz, that will beat it very quickly. I think it's man coverage. Look at B. If it's zone, immediately look off. Look at A and X. Just like that. Definitely think it's zone coverage. I'm not going to even look at the rights. Actually, this is actually a good time to show you this. When you motion out, I'm going to go back. This is a good time to show you this. So let me show you what happens here when I motion out. When I motion, pay attention to the linebacker that's right by B. He will go right on top. I don't know if it's a linebacker or say. I think it's a linebacker. He'll press B more than likely, and that means RB is going to get open, unless, for some, chance that the cornerbacks are in hard flats, which I just really doubt, RB is going to be wide open. So just like that, I'll show you an instant replay. So I knew it was zone, And I knew as soon as that linebacker slid over the receiver, he was going to get a jam. And that's essentially the only zone that can cover the baby out route. So knew he was going to get open against a deep blue. Oops. Didn't mean to do that yet. And don't get me wrong, the play's good as is. I just like really finding out what defense they're in. Zone coverage. They backed all the way up to defend X. That's why slant comes on over. Definitely man coverage. Who's going to follow RB over? Probably man coverage yet again. It's not, but let me show you this because this is also kind of a rare occurrence. But so what happened here is I motioned RB out. And when I motioned him out, this guy followed, but this guy didn't adjust. He stayed right here. And then usually what will happen if it's zone coverage is he will, get right over the wide receiver. What this tells me is this guy, God, I have stick drift on my controller. It's so fucking annoying. So this guy's in a purple more than likely. Let me see what he does. No, he's blitzing. But I know for sure Revis is in a deep blue. So he's backing up. That's why RB got open off the bat, because he was blitzing. And then B got open because it was up against the deep blue. Sorry, I hope this makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I mean, it makes sense to me, but I don't know if I'm blabbering or not. So open for about 10 yards easily. Motion out. Let's see what happens. I think it's man coverage, but that's what happened last time, the one I just showed you. He might be blitzing. Let's see what he does. He's blitzing again. Just run this for maybe 5 to 10 minutes in practice mode. You'll get all the looks down. So remember what I told you. The linebacker is now over the wide receiver. That means he's probably going to get a nice jam. And that means RB is up against a deep blue on his own. Just like that. Get 5 yards, 6, 7, whatever it was. Goal line, who cares? I'll run it one last time, guys. Motion out. I think it's zone coverage. And I'm trying to hit RB. If I don't like what I see, gonna go to A and X. And remember, the baby out is the short yard gains. And then against zone, if you want a deep pass, X is gonna be he's gonna be your guy. I'll show you. Just like that. I haven't really thrown to him much, but he's usually wide open. Just pass lead correctly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a like if you did. Let's aim for 40. And as always, if you enjoy daily Madden tips, please hit the sub button. Appreciate it, guys.